What is going on? Powerful, creative, innovative entrepreneurs out there looking to build a brand. Listen, whether you're just getting started or maybe you already have a business and you're trying to strengthen your brand identity and take it to the next level, you are in the right place. Today, we are going to introduce you to the top 3 questions you can ask to discover your brand and also go through the definition of what a brand even is. All right. So today, introduction to branding, top questions to discover your brand. And if you've never met me before, if this is your first time engaging with our YouTube channel, my name is De'Von Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, and co-host of the True Health Forever podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. And I look forward to helping you build your brand. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave any comments you have below for us. So let's get into it. What is a brand? So, according to Investopedia, a brand is a business and marketing concept that helps people identify a particular company, product, or individual. All right, that's key right there. Company, product, or individuals. Brands are intangible, which means you can't actually touch or see them. As such, they help shape people's perceptions of companies, their products, and or individuals. Okay, so I like a lot of things that Investopedia was saying in there. First off, it's how you perceive a company, product, or an individual. You have a personal brand. Your company has a brand. Your parents have brands. Your siblings have brands. Your friends have brands. Even if they're not selling anything, they still have their own brand or reputation, how people perceive them in the real world. Okay, that's all it is. Now, y'all know I like to do my own little fricka remixes on these definitions. So this is my definition of a brand. It is the personification of a company's mission, vision, purpose, and values. Your brand starts in your imagination and can impact the real world. Let's rewind on that. Your brand starts in your imagination and can impact the real world. While your brand can develop and adapt, your authentic core brand will not change. Okay. So, again, your brand is literally you take your vision, your core values, your product, you take all the ideas in your head that your company represents, and you pack that into a person like figure, right? You may be wondering, Devon, my company's not a person. Why would I do that? Why would I personify something that's not real? Oh, but wait, your company is a real person, right? Let's go through it. Your company is literally a person because when you set up your LLC, when you set up your corporation, your S corp, you need a mailing address for your company. You also have your own individual mailing address. You need a bank account for your company. You, as a person, also have your own bank account. You need a federal ID number, right? Just like you have your social security number, your company has its EIN number, employee identification number. You need your credit score. Just like you, as an individual person, has a credit score, your company also has its own credit score that you get with the Dun and Bradstreet numbers. So literally your company is set up to be a person, right? Your company can technically vote or lobby. Your company can do some what your company pays taxes to the IRS. Your company is literally a person. So as you're crafting your brand, as you're creating your brand, created through the lens of this is a person that's representing my company's mission, vision, values, products, everything else that I want my brand to represent. I'm gonna pack it into the identity of this individual. Okay. So, some things that you should ask. First, of course, go ahead and like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We appreciate you. And if you have any questions specifically around branding or building your business, go ahead and leave them below and we'll come back to those later. But question number one to ask: what is your brand voice? What is your brand voice? And this is not just what your brand may sound like, but this can be what's the tone of your brand's voice, right? Are they very serious and they want to make sure they're giving a very professional presentation, or like, they kind of laid back, and they just try to give you the information, give you the info, however is best for you? Or are they a little um sarcastic, right? Do they say jokes that are a little dry humor that may not hit well all the time? Are they the person that says dad jokes, right? Are they the person that said mom jokes, right? So think about, what is the tone of your company? This is going to kind of be parallel to what's their personality, right? So what's the voice of your brand? You can also kind of put in there, and we're going to do a full video with all the questions, but along with voice, you can say, where are they from, right? Because whether you're in the United States, you're in the South, you're on the West Coast, you're on the East Coast, Midwest, your voice, your tone is going to be a little bit different, right? Maybe you're in England, maybe you're in Ghana, maybe you're from Nigeria, maybe you're in Australia. So the location of your brand will also kind of affect and impact the voice. So, question number one, what is your brand's voice? Question number two, why does your brand want to be successful? All right, we know why you want your brand to be successful, potentially, right? It could be to create revenue, it could be to solve a problem in the market. But if your company was a person, if it had hopes and dreams, if it had ambitions, if it could be internally motivated, why would it want to be successful? And what does success look like for your company, right? If your company, again, was a person, what would its personal goals be for growth? Who would it want to meet? How would it measure its own success? And the reason why you want to set that up as your person, because as your company grows, and companies grow interestingly because people will be inserted into your company, right? Kind of like your body has organs and organelles and mitochondria and cells, all that make up your body. All these people, all these employees that you're hiring to fulfill the company's vision are part of the body, part of the whole person of the company. And if they have specific goals and they understand the motivation, they can drive that organism, they can drive that body, that person closer and closer to their goals. Okay, so why does your company, does your brand want to be successful? And the last question, this could be a deep one, right? You may want to take your time on this one, but what is your brand afraid of? Right? Is it afraid of failure? Is it afraid of being successful? Is it afraid that we will no longer use gasoline and will only be on solar power, and your brand will now be useless, right? And that's if your brand is in the gasoline company. Is your brand afraid of being bought out? Is your brand afraid of being called a sellout? Right? There's tons of things that your brand as a person could be afraid of achieving or not achieving. So go ahead and think about what are some of the fears of your brand, and how does that impact how you move and interact with the market. All right. So those are the three. We'll go over it one more time. Again, what's your brand's voice? What's their tone? How do they speak? Do they have a sense of humor? Number two, why does your brand want to be successful? What is its motivation? Why does it do what it does? And what even is success for your brand? And number three, what is your brand afraid of? What is your brand's deepest, darkest fear? Is it snakes? That's my queen's fear. But what is your brand's deepest, darkest fear? All right. What's next for you? Obviously, you need to answer these three questions or think very critically and intentionally about your brand. Ask questions of yourself, right? If you were to get to know a friend, if you were to get to know a loved one, if you were to get to know your parents, what types of questions would you ask those people, and ask those same questions to your brand? Sit down and talk to your brand. Hey, brand, what's your favorite color? Hey, brand, what are you afraid of? Hey, brand, What does success look like for you? Number two, if you are a scholar or you just want to keep on learning about great information about business or Black history and Black Wall Street, you can enroll in our academy today for just $1. We'll leave the link below. You can join our academy today for just $1. And if you are a business or a brand and you need support, you want someone to help you with your brand identity, you want someone to help you with your strategic plan to launch or grow your business, you want someone to help you hold yourself accountable, go ahead and reach out to coaching@playblackwallstreet.com and we will get connected with you. Remember, you are powerful, you are innovative, you are creative, you are ready to make your business $1 million business. Build that brand, make it a person, and tell the people who care about it. Stay healthy, stay mentally wealthy, and of course,